units tab, he only has 68 workers, which on 4 bases isn't really enough. At the you'd sort of expect more at the 15-minute mark from a pro. I mean, the Terran has 63, which is not too bad at all, considering the fact that Zerg is usually outnumbering most races in every single way. Regardless of that, it looks like Sheth is on 4 bases now. He is fully mined. It looks like the Terran is basically just trying to set up a perimeter at the front, doing another drop. And this medevac only has 6 hit points, so I'm not really a fan of the fact that he's moving out with a medevac that has this low health. I mean, only a couple queen shots and he could lose all these marines, and that could do a lot of damage. Looks like Sheth is moving out with a large force. Doesn't see the drop here. Another drop coming in here. Sheth's gonna have to pull these drones, excuse me, off. And it looks like another drop here. Major really just going to drop half. Chef is going to have to micro this very well. Very low, lose his fourth, but he's just going to try to push through. But no, the siege tank here is going to do massive amounts of damage. Another smaller drop. Major is just dropping all over the place. From a person who didn't have anything to defend a huge roach push at the front to dropping at these bases. I mean, these medevacs barely have any health, but he's doing a fantastic job, completely losing that fourth. Doing a lot of damage at his main base. We do see he has even overtaken him in SCVs, which is completely ridiculous. Will we see a fungal growth go down on this medevac? I mean, I would hope so. Another drop going down, healing all these marines to full health before he stims and runs in. Sheth just looking elsewhere, I guess. I mean, finally throwing down some stuff so he can grab that medevac. Won't be able to get away. Or will it? No, it does not. It is taken out. Does Sheth see the drop over here? He doesn't. Another drop over here. Major is just going ridiculous with these drops. He has the multitasking abilities of a madman. If we go to the production tab, looks like he does notice this other drop. But will he get a fungal off? Looks like he better get a fungal off. Does he have he has enough for a fungal, but he will not cast it. Sheth just too busy focusing on other things like this drop here. This drop here. If we check the units lost tab now, it looks like, man, Major really made up for that. Now 1,000 resources ahead or behind. He's just doing a lot of damage to Seth. +2 coming for the Terran now. Getting the layer, just getting the layer. Having to remorph his layer is actually huge. And getting his fourth again. Sheth is just behind in every way. Even in the supply count, it looks like the Terran has taken over. We see that the small push with some siege tanks is coming out. Getting his sensor tower ready, so Sheth can't do any funny business. I think that maybe Ling Muta would have been a better option in this circumstances because he is just getting pounded by drops, but it's not like he really has enough money or resources to, or I guess resources are the same thing. I don't think he's going to text shot. He's going to have to go in, but he notices the tanks are sieged from his watchtower, and he realizes I can't go in now, as I would love to pick these tanks up, but it looks like I cannot do that. 2 medevacs full of units will pick up and probably drop at the main. Looks like Sheth has a huge army right now, almost maxed. But the Terran is maxed, and he is getting his hive. Where is it? Hive almost right away after he morphed his lair. Looks like Sheth is going to have to go for basically all or nothing, all in, as Major does scout this. What does he see? Sort of sees most of the army. Fungling those guys right there. Looks like Major, or Sheth rather, is going to have to go for some sort of all or nothing, all in. I mean, to be fair, he does have 4 bases, but they are very, very barely mining. I mean, he only has 63 mining probes, whilst the Terran does have 71. The Terran is just so far ahead. Looks like Sheth will pull his units back. Moving all of his army up here. It looks like he only has the 1 hockey for his entire army. Hawking his entire army 2-5. I was just a little confused there. That's why I was silent for just a little bit, just because I was wondering where the hell did his entire army go. I thought, did he lose it in a push that I didn't see? Running his entire army up in here to deny the fourth, as there was a drop here. There was another drop here. Major's multitasking abilities absolutely off the charts. I have never seen anything like this before. Even people like MVP, I've never seen that go this well. Looks like the Infestors will get pounded by those siege tanks, but they are just out of range now. Fungal growthing all of those medevacs. That is absolutely huge if he can take them out. One more fungal growth should be able to do it. Boom! All the medevacs go down. And you just lost tab. They are almost even again. Looks like a fungal will be so powerful right here. Throwing infested Terrans as he just runs those tanks in. The medevacs won't be able to heal everything, and the tanks will basically destroy themselves. Looks like he's going to go for the huge all or nothing push right now. This is it for Sheth. If he loses this, it is game over. All of his units getting huge hits by the tanks, but he will manage to push through and break the siege tank line as he will clean up the reinforcements as they have basically nothing to protect them. Fungals going down as they try to micro away. Even snipes going off from the ghost, but it looks like there is just too much right now as he will have to run away. And Sheth has actually done it. He is retaking his fourth right now, keeping everything safe as there can be no drops right now as Major needs everything he can at the front here. But has Sheth overextended himself? I think he might have, as he's lost a lot of units now, and these medevacs are healing a lot as he stims. Sheth needs to pull out of there immediately, otherwise it'll be too late for Sheth, and I think it is, to be honest with you. I think Sheth overextended himself there way too much. It looks like he does have a small force here, but will it be enough to take care of all these Marines? They will stim and do a lot of damage as these medevacs are quite enough. Looks like he's even pulled SCVs, but I don't think he'll need him as he sends them back immediately as he realizes, hey, I have enough to take care of this army. Now, Sheth is macroing very well, but he's getting drones behind this, and at the 22-minute mark, you sort of want to be less favoring drones and more favoring larvae. You want to be fully saturated at this point, but Sheth unfortunately isn't. Because of Major's fantastic drops, Sheth isn't fully saturated. He doesn't have the economy he needs to sustain a big army like this, whilst Major is on 5 bases, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he is fully saturated with 70 workers. Looks like doing small pushes like this won't work as there are too many medevacs. They can just heal all their units immediately after they stim, and here comes the big push. He will run in, stim. How much damage will he do? Will it be enough to end the game? We'll see here as he takes out the spine crawler. Medevac's almost healing instantly. Sheth needs to get a really good fungal as he runs in. Baneling hits here will be really good, but unfortunately he doesn't have a Baneling nest. Fungal there, taking out a lot of units. Major's gonna have to back up. It's basically a stalemate right now as Major just basically needs to macro up a large enough force to push through and win, and I think he has with this force right here. Enough Marines, siege tanks, and medevacs to basically push through and end it for Sheth. He really needs a miracle right now to win. Maybe some great fungals, great infested Terrans, and a huge Ling flood, but I'm not sure as the Marines are 2-1. Looks like he will send in a very small force of units. He can even afford to do this because he has such a large army right here, even sieging these tanks. These infestors will get hit, taking them out, and it looks like Sheth is just going to go for the base trade, all or nothing right now, but he is running into siege tank fire and will is forced to pull back. There he goes. He's going to go on the outside, basically realizing that I need to do this, otherwise the Terran will do a lot of damage. A doom drop coming in, basically about to destroy not even stuttering from how amazing this play is from Major, basically about to destroy everything in his main base, and it looks like cutting off the reinforcements here, gonna have to basically go and kill everything off in the main base while Sheth goes with the base trade, the all-in right here. It looks like Major is gonna clean this up. He does have enough siege tanks to clean up this entire army, and there is a very energetic GG from LiquidSheth. An amazing game from Major, amazing game from Sheth, and I'm looking forward to seeing if there are any more games cast in this series that are available in this replay pack. Now, this is the MLG Providence replay pack, and you know, there may not be every single game available there. But definitely, I will be looking out for Sheth and Major more in this tournament pack, and I hope you join me for those commentaries.